Fight me, YouTube. They haven't done it yet.
You did remember to hit record, right?
Yes,
Okay.
we are recording. I made sure I clicked it.
We want you to join Dr. Ben Okamura, an authority on genetic engineering. One of his experiments was grossly misunderstood, and he has received many death threats in the past.
Internet.
A terrorist group has also threatened to attack him during his next visit to Isaac City. Dr. Okamura is now at our lab, but he will leave for Isaac City in a couple of days. He plans to travel by airplane. We want you to serve as a guard at the time of takeoff. The theater of operations is Cobalt Plateau Airport.
Isn't humanity living underground?
Are unknown, and the conditions for success is for the airplane to take off safely. Accept this contract.
I mean, there's probably still airports on the surface and stuff.
I have some questions. Humanity has been driven underground, except when we need to really go places.
Well, yeah. I mean, do you think they have tunnels across the entire planet?
Yes.
I mean, you've been on the surface before. You've seen, like, trucks and stuff. Convoys. Why are you only just now noticing this?
It's making sense.
Oh. Seems they've got teeth.
Yeah, not really. I forgot to do that thing where I try to shoot down the plane before it drops anything.
Tisk, tisk.
I got sidetracked doing my job.
Enemy transport approaching. It's carrying reinforcements.
Wrecked. You can take your reinforcements somewhere else.
The doctor just took off safely from another airport.
Excuse me?
We're gonna blow up that airplane along with the enemy craft.
What?
Back.
Stand back, they say. I think I'm medically standing back. Nope.
Wow, you got your shit wrecked.
That's pretty fucking huge-ass explosion.
Yeah?
I don't know, I feel like I was adequately standing back. They didn't specify how far, they just said stand back. I was what, like 500 some feet away? Accounting for giant robotness?
Yeah.
So, like, that was their fault, not mine.
The other day, one of our special transports
definitely
crashed
overkill.
while flying over the Nagladder area. Satellite images show the wreck.
That probably should have been,
in the
like,
center of a giant crater called Big
Whatever.
Hit. We are not worried about the cargo, but the problem is records of our transactions are stored on the transport's computer. They're encrypted, but not absolutely safe. Unconfirmed reports put a Murakumo detachment in the area.
Wait,
You must completely
why
destroy
are-
the nose section holding the recorder. Destroy all Murakumo on site. If you let even one of them escape, your mission will fail. Be sure to shoot them all down. That is all.
Why is transaction records in
Enemy forces
airplane's
are
computer?
And the conditions for success
How the hell should I know?
destroy the nose and all MTs.
Maybe it was a corporate
Accept this
plane.
contract.
Well, I mean, like a
Long
corporate
story.
executive plane. Or something.
Do it, break the nose.
This is the target. The nose of the downed plane is in the center of the crater. Destroy it.
That's the plan.
Main system engaging combat mode. Enemy
There's only like 5 or 6 enemies.
Why do I keep thinking Murakumo unit?
Because Blaze Blue is still relatively fresh in your memory.
Apparently.
And Murakumo isn't exactly a word that is used very often.
The thing of it is I keep thinking of Hakumen when I hear it, but it's like, no, dumbass, that's Susanoo unit.
Like, when I think Murakumo, I think of Oni for the PS2. If you don't destroy all these guys, your mission fails. Like, well, these guys are really kind of tiny.
Kind of Oh man.
I
Giant robot fight.
I tried, but I failed.
Identified as Conway Mark
Yeah, but he's got tank treads.
It's still a giant robot fight.
Pathetic.
Oh.
System switch.
And that's why you don't use tank treads in an Armored Core game.
That was kind of bringing an actual gunfight there.
You cannot actually... Well, you can boost, but you can only boost upwards. You cannot boost, like, forwards or backwards. You are at the mercy of literally any other type of AC. Well, except for quad leg ACs.
Yeah, quad leg ACs suck.
Literally, the only good AC leg type is regular humanoid legs. Anybody
We
who
have a
disagrees
mission
is
for you
wrong.
regarding the old military facility southwest of Isaac City.
Reverse
It
joint
is now
legs aren't
occupied by
terrible.
the Earth Environment
Chicken legs are
Reclamation
terrible.
Committee. The group purports to survey the above-ground environment, but this seems questionable. The reason given for their entering the facility is said to be the peaceful dismantling of residual military facilities. But they're taking too long for that. We are studying their background.
big facility.
But we must do something about this group quickly. According to surveys, this facility functioned as a military databank before the Great Destruction. The main computer may still have records from that time.
It's a
If they can
gravitron.
target this data, this is no trifling matter. Heaven forbid for that to be it. We want you to break into the facility and destroy the main
I
computer.
don't think I've ever ridden one of those.
I mean, all it does is spin around really
military
fast.
facility. Enemy forces are unknown, and the conditions for success is to destroy the main computer.
I don't know if they're always
Accept
called
this contract.
gravitrons, though.
Long story.
I think it's... Yeah, more of a type than an actual name. But, yeah, I don't know.
Main system.
Well, you don't like spinning around, though, so...
I like spinning around. I don't like heights.
Oh, it's Jake that doesn't like spinning around.
Yeah, I'll ride a tilt-a-whirl like 7 times in a row.
Well, I think Jake can ride tilt-a-whirls. He just can't do, like... He can't do gravitrons, I don't think.
I don't know how I would handle a gravitron. Like I said, I've never been on one, and a lot of them, they, like, turn up on end.
Or like the... oh, shit, I can't ride those. Or like the teacups or the strawberries. Things that you could make spin as fast as you want.
Yes.
For me, that's like, alright, let's fucking do this. Make like a Resident Evil protagonist and fucking turn that crank. You know, didn't I help these people get into this facility?
Surely you... Probably so, yes. I was going to be facetious about it, but... Yeah, you probably did.
What a shame. People paying me to do work means, I don't really do that whole taking sides thing.
Yeah, it's like, the McDougal brothers in Outlaw Star.
It's almost like when you hire a mercenary, he doesn't really have any scruples about betraying the person he was... Well, not technically betraying, but, working against the person he just worked with.
Correct, it's not betrayal if your contract is complete. You finish your job, you part ways, and then you take a job from the next guy who just happened to hire you to take out the people who you just finished working for. Well, that's business.
Today's ally is tomorrow's enemy. But not unless you guys put me on retainer. Which you didn't, so tough luck. Hell, I don't think there's really any Armored Core game where anybody kind of keeps you on retainer.
No, that's kind of your choice.
It's really more of like, well, you've done enough shit that this person doesn't want to hire you anymore. Or if you're playing For Answer, you've decided to be an asshole and kill like 8.3 billion people. Nobody likes you anymore. Except for Old King. He loves you. But you don't really like him either.
Oh god, the last mission, if you go that route, holy shit, that is nuts.
Ironically, it's also the mission and the story route that if you do that, it unlocks all the parts when you win.
Yeah, that's the last one I did, so it was kind of pointless.
I cheesed that fight. If you all you have to do is get all the enemy ACs up against the wall inside what the hell's that place called? Arturia Kapalis.
Yeah.
And just use Kojima Blast repeatedly, because it will reach through the wall and still hit them.
That would do it.
And they will die eventually.
I did it the old-fashioned way. I actually fucking fought.
Well, I mean, I fought them once too, but then I realized it was a lot of work.
It was a lot of work. So let me explain this. In the dickhead path in Armored Core 4 Answer, you are hired to take out flying colony ships. Huh?
The cradles.
The cradles. There's like 1 million people.
Billion. It is billion. I don't know how that works, but it's billions. That's why they make such a big deal of it. It's the future.
It's not that many people. There's like 8 billion people living in the cradles, but you don't take out all of them. You take down 5, which is like 1 million or 2 people. Anyway, you kill 1 million people, and the next mission you take, it turns out to be a trap, as
shocking.
Every Raven in the entire freaking game has decided they have to take you out, and they've teamed up and lured you into a trap, and you have to fight all of them at once.
And if you're playing on hard mode, your operator also shows up.
Yes, and her own AC.
Because she's an AC pilot, by the way.
Yes, she's a retired AC pilot, but if you take that path through the game, she comes out of retirement to kick your ass.
Dear sweet, precious Kasumi Sumika.
You're a Raven? I don't know anything about those things. What did you hear? Forget it. Prepare to die.
Who was talking?
Where have I heard that voice before?
In every 1930s mobster movie.
It sounded like familiar.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah, whatever.
Target of operation cleared. System switched to normal mode.
Blow it up. There was probably actually something important on that computer, but hey, whatever.
Probably so.
See, what I would have done is be like, well, I'm going to steal all the data off this computer, and then I'm going to blow it up.
Yeah, get, a little bit of leverage. Maybe some blackmail material. AC battle!
Or I could release orgasms.
Come participate in an AC battle that the Nast will be
I
holding.
think you
over the
misread
next
that,
phase.
or it was a typo.
This invitational event pits ace pilots in AC to AC battles where the winner takes all. Naturally, there are benefits to entering. The winner of each battle will be presented with prize money in an amount equivalent to the pay of a normal mission. We will decide the opponents for the battles. You are free to choose any weapons or equipment. We look forward to your active participation.
So, it's the World Martial Arts Tournament for giant robots.
Sucks to be everybody else entering this tournament.
Enemy forces are unknown, and the conditions for success is to win the battle. Accept this contract.
No shit.
Long story.
It's like a giant version of Rock'em Sock'em robots, except they have missile launchers and plasma cannons.
Okay, each cradle holds 20 million civilians.
Okay, so you killed 100 million people.
Yeah, it's not a billion, but that's a lot.
In combat mode. Enemy ranking AC. Identified as Fefner.
Oh, that's... Not even that. That is literally just one cradle system.
Target of operation cleared. System switched.
What a joke.
That was kind of a joke. Wow.
But it was also 2 guys with tank tread ACs.
True.
Womp womp. Yes, you and Old King shoot down the airships that can compose Cradle 3. So it's like 5 airships per cradle system, I guess. So what, 50 500 million people.
You kill a lot of dudes, basically.
Although I don't actually know if there's only 5 cradle systems. Doesn't really say. Anyway, you kill a lot of people. Oh boy, oh god, this bit.
What you see has helped me out with a little job I did. I think I'm over my head.
How fucking long this took me.
Oh man.
You see, it's at the bottom of the sea. Yeah, an abandoned undersea
Under
base
the sea.
northeast of Angria. I was supposed to get rid of
God,
all
this
the
is so
guys
hard.
who had moved in. They says it was an easy job, so I takes it. But these guys are weird. You take them down, but they keep coming back.
That's a cool shot.
Nothing to do but get out of there. But I can't just leave it. Pay you 3,500 credits for the job. Can't tell you who I'm really working for. Look, I'm giving you all I should have been paid. All in advance.
Not suspicious at all.
Not in the slightest.
This time it's not just for the money. I got me a reputation to keep. Anyone who can fight will do. I'll be waiting.
The theater of operations is the
This
undersea base
message
on
was sent to
Agrio
you
Island.
specifically,
Enemy
player
forces
character.
consist of AutoGuard MTs, and the conditions for success is to destroy all enemy forces. Accept this contract. Long story.
Do you need to like knock a glass off a counter or something?
No, I was looking for my controllers for my Smoke DualShock 2 and my PS1 DualShock.
The Smoke DualShock is over there.
No.
Base is certain to have secrets.
Hey, you don't sound like you do in the email at all.
Main system engaging combat.
Where's the other DualShock?
Which other DualShock?
Gate
The one that goes with my PS1.
lock gate.
I don't have it.
I'm pretty sure you did.
I just have the Smoke DualShock. I mean, I have another DualShock 2 here, but it's mine.
It's not a DualShock 2, it's an original DualShock.
No, I don't have it then.
Are you sure? Because I could have sworn you had it at one point.
Positive. I haven't had an original DualShock in a long, long time. Because, I mean, DualShock 2s work on...
Yeah, they
PS1s.
work on PS1s, I know.
So, like, it wasn't necessary to have a DualShock 1 anymore. That I don't think I actually ever had a original DualShock. Not,
I did, it came with that PS1.
Well, I mean, I guess I technically had one because I had owned a PS1 at some point. I returned it because it didn't have a Game Shark port, and fuck you, Sony. I spent too much time on my Game Shark to let that go.
Actually, that's why I have this PS1, because Reef was working on some dude's RV that had a TV with a built-in, like, PlayStation slot in it. That was a custom-built thing, but it wouldn't work with the new PlayStations, obviously.
This is a PS1 smaller than a regular original PlayStation.
Yes, but it was... Yeah, that's the whole point. The connectors are in different places, and it's the wrong size. It would not fit in the enclosure because it was too small.
Oh, it was an enclosure, okay.
Yes.
Oh, it was just like a tray you pull out.
No. Anyway, I gave him my old PlayStation because it would work in that rig, and I got that from him in exchange.
I love underwater levels like this. I love underwater tunnels with nice ocean views. My favorite kind of levels.
It is pretty cool.
Like aquariums, but it's actually cool.
Although now I'm thinking of that one level in Earthworm Jim.
With the shitty ass submarine with an air supply inside for some reason.
Yes. God. It took me until adulthood to get through that level.
It took me until adulthood to beat Major Mucus, so... That fight's rigged.
It is. Earthworm Jim is really fucking hard.
I've locked the doors to this room. Sorry,
Excuse me?
killing you is my mission. I will take my leave
Um.
now.
Okay, but what if I just, what if I didn't die down here?
Pardon?
Anyway. I could see the seams in the wall.
Yep.
So I was playing on a PS3, so that, like, if it was Boss Savage's job to kill me, why would he not make sure he actually did it?
Laziness.
Overconfidence.
Lazy overconfidence disguised as efficiency.
It's me. Knock knock. Man, could you guys not? I can't turn very fast, alright? I like how it works is if you do enough damage to something to make it blow up, like, twice over, it just fucking explodes. There's no prolonged explosion effect. There's none of that Mega Man X dying boss thing.
Yeah.
But hey, at least I still get more of my sweet underwater tunnel views. Fucking... Get out of here with that. I keep forgetting if ACs can actually, like, operate underwater.
Hell if I know.
It's suggested that they can't, but... I don't know, I feel like they should be able to. Because otherwise that would mean the cockpits are not airtight.
Well, the cockpits could be airtight, but the rest of the machine isn't.
It seems like a design flaw.
Well, yeah, they're not designed to be used underwater.
Somebody's losing out on money.
Well, an airplane doesn't work underwater either, Alex.
Yeah, we have things called submarines, or, you know... Actually, do we even have... Is there anything that can operate in both air and water?
No.
Or is it just, like... We only have amphibious vehicles, kind of, sort of.
No, it's the Valley or the Sea-Noo. Pick one.
Lame. Somebody's losing out on money in the giant robot future. That would be me. Like, hey guys, what if we made an AC that could operate in the water?
They're probably submarine ACs.
Ugh, like tank tread ACs.
But no, they probably displace so much water it'd be impossible to move. That's assuming that, you know, water didn't destroy them.
That's what you get boosters for.
Boosters would not work in the water. They would be wrecked.
You get water boosters, aqua jets.
In which case, you're just building an aquatic AC. And,
Sure, you'd have to have 2 different propulsion systems in the AC, but hey, whatever. That's the sacrifice you make to be able to operate in the water.
See, the problem with that is you're wasting your resources on building one machine that is okay at 2 different things, when it would be cheaper to build 2 machines specialized for each application.
In all fairness, ACs are not actually very good at being on land either.
In this game.
Well, I mean, all the way up until 4 answer, I think, or 4.
Yeah.
ACs largely operate like a giant robot, mostly realistically would.
Like tanks.
It would be big, clunky, slow to turn, horrendously expensive to operate, and if you fell in the water, you'd need a salvage crew to get it back.
Pretty much.
So that way you could just save money by being able to have the AC salvage itself.
Escape pod discovered. System switched.
Or at the very least, you could, like, install some sort of buoyancy system in it.
It would have to be the size of a submarine for it to work.
A giant lifesaver. Or, like, some kind of flotation devices. You could have it just put them in the shoulder. like auxiliary shoulder slots.
Yeah, but then it looked like the Varia suit. I know how much you hate that thing.
That you would come back alive. It seems that I underestimated you. Well, you certainly showed me. We shall meet
Goddamn
again
right I did.
someday. I look forward to that day.
I don't.
It's clearly Boss Savage. I don't know why you tried to hide that. It's like, I don't know, it could have been the guy who hired me on for this mission, who used like a fake mobster accent and then didn't sound anything like that when I met him in person.
Yeah, I mean, that's not suspicious at all, right?
Anyway, next time on Radical Bromance, pretty obvious bad guys, but you know, walk into the trap anyway.
Uh-huh.